Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your April 2015 Taroscope reading. I hope that wherever you are viewing this from around the world, you are enjoying something pleasant and happy in your life right now. So we're trundling along. The year is going far quicker than I would like it to. I'd like it to slow down a little bit. I'm sure a lot of you are feeling that. Unless, of course, you're eager to get into your summer months. If you're listening from the Northern Hemisphere, we've had such a glorious summer down here. I'm reluctant to let it go. Hence the reason I think it's moving too fast. So anyhow, Capricorn, let's see what comes up for you for April. We'll be doing 4 cards, and they're going to be basically the first week to the 4th week and overall energies of each card, as well there will be an overall final energy card at the end. That last card there was the Emperor. I'm not sure just then when my camera actually stopped. It seems to have been playing up a little bit lately. I think it's got a mind of its own. That stone has popped itself into the reading as well. That's beautiful blue lace agate. And in fact that stone belongs to a Capricorn in the house. So that's quite interesting that that's all happened. Let's see, you've got quite a busy month for April coming up with 3 major arcana cards, and I see this one here tipping, the Emperor tipping onto these 2 cards as well, so something about this energy will be around quite strongly in these 2 months of April. We'll start off with the Magus card. So we see, as I say, the 3 major arcana cards and 2 wands. Quite a interesting reading. It's tight from the perspective of not seeing many of the other energetic vibrations coming through. It's like you're going to be focusing on something quite specific, I feel, in April. So there'll be something on your mind that you feel as though you're driven or compelled to either complete it or deal with it, or it's in your face. Now, you've got some amazing stuff going on around it, so it could be universal life cycles that are just going to happen, so they're going to be part of an event that occurs that you won't necessarily be able to stop or slow down. And when these things happen to us, I say a big message is go with the flow, because if you fight these things that come into your life, you only create more negativity and more stress about it. We'll start with the first week in April, the powerful Magus, the number 1, great place to start. And I think you, Capricorn, have had this a few times in your reading as well. I love the Magus card. He's all about opportunities being presented to you, and when they're presented, if you can take them, you'll get that jump forward. That's like the universe is opening doors for you. There are opportunities coming your way, and you can turn them into positives. Now this can be in any field, so it could be love related, it could be business or finance or home related. It's a card that offers potential, and it's a magical essence energy card, so it's a great one to start the beginning of April. It also indicates, you know, your health should be quite good, your finances should be quite good. If you were applying for a job at this time in the month, this would be good as well. So a positive omen card. We move to the 2nd week and we see the 9 of Wands. Now he's looking a little bit more affronted. He's standing there as if to protect something. Now whether or not this is to protect his feelings, because these wands are quite often about creative thought processes or ideas. So I wonder if there could be something going on in the background that you feel as if people are either stepping on your toes or taking some of your ideas or putting all their ideas forward, and you're either not interested in it, or you're sort of saying, look, back off, you know, I've got some ideas of my own that I want to establish. The message of the 9 of Wands can be simply take your time and allow any inflamed or heated issues to calm down. You know, often when we give ourselves space to breathe, and we think twice about something before we say it, and we listen to the other person's perspective, we can gain a bit more insight and let that fiery temper that's there initially abate, and then we can think about things correctly. So that can be what this card is saying. Just calm down and think about things before you jump to conclusions, and also jump with a reaction. That can be the second month. Now, the second week in the month. Now we see this card sitting directly above him here, the Emperor card, and he's often considered the person who is quite rigid in the way he does things. He can be the legal person involved in situations. He likes to do things by the cross the T's and dot the I's. He's quite formal. He'll do paperwork methodically. He won't cut corners. Now, he could be someone who comes into your life who can be an older man, and often with an Aries or a fire sign energy about them, and they can be useful or helpful. So he could be coming into your life one way or another and offer sort of either support in an intellectual way and help work through problems that are coming up, to offer solutions, or he could be someone that you already know, such as a father figure. Could literally be a father or a grandfather, or someone within the family who offers you support and knowledge and, you know, backbone and grit, especially if you're feeling like this in the second month of April. He seems to be here for the overall energy of the card, so I think for the month you might find him around, and he could be quite a nice guy to have around. He may even be at work, and he could be that older person at work who may be teaching you a few things or showing you the way to do something in a different manner, or he could be keeping an eye on you. He's generally considered a positive sign. He could also be someone who comes into your life and he may find you attractive, so he might be quite attracted to you, and vice versa, you might find him attractive. And there generally would be an age difference here, so he is likely to be an older person. And you might sort of initially think, oh, I don't think that would work too well. But the general consensus is don't sort of wipe him out of your life too quickly if he does suddenly turn up, because he is usually very worthy to have around because of the knowledge he has and the care he takes and the genuine interest that he shows. So he's a nice benefactor for the month of April as this overall energy. We come to the third week and we see the Death card, and my philosophy on the Death card is, of course, new beginnings. I think they should have renamed the card New Beginnings right from the get-go. We see it as a time sometimes when you're going through some things in your life and you are about to make a change or a change in direction, and this can be at many levels. It can be at the physical, spiritual or emotional level, and it can be something that is difficult to let go, because when the Death card turns up you can almost be assured that there is quite a change coming in one of those areas, and it can be not necessarily unexpected. You may have felt it coming for some time, but you may not still be ready to quite let go. So there is sometimes this feeling of hanging on to the past and the hope that, you know, you can still have it go this way. The Death card is about facing the reality that every step we take forward is a new step. We don't need to be looking back. If we spend time looking back, we're never seeing where we're going. Consequently, we don't go very far. We can stagnate and stay in the same place. And that's generally not the way life works. Every moment of every day is a new one. And we can't go back to the previous moment or the previous week or the previous argument or situation or anything. We're growing constantly and we're moving forward, and as we do that we take our lessons with us and we jump into the next light space with growth and knowledge and understanding. So there is something there for you in the third week roughly. It does, if we're looking at it from a health perspective, it can signify that you could be a bit tense or anxious around this time, and these two go together quite well. They have this whole energy. As I say, there may be someone older around you who can help you. He may even be a medical person who might offer support at this time. It's important to understand that when changes are coming on board, to just try and go with the flow, and I think I said that earlier. If we hold on too tightly, we create that anxiety. If you take some deep breaths and you just go, yes, this is the new phase of my life and I'm moving into it, you know, and go with the flow, a little bit like riding the wave if you're surfing. You've just got all this opportunity that suddenly opens the doors for you. And then we see the fourth card of the for the fourth week of April, and we see this Queen of Wands. She's often indicated as a fire sign person, so there's a couple of fire sign people in your life in the month of April. And she's generally, as the Queen, is quite often that slightly older person, and she's considered very fertile as well. So this could be a sign for you Capricorns in the month that there could be a fertility issue around, especially towards the end of the month. So pregnancy is a possibility. So if you're not in the market of wanting a pregnancy, you should perhaps be a little bit careful about that. She also exudes creativity, nurturing, love, support. So there could be someone in your life who offers you that. This could be a friend, or again a family member, or it could even be yourself acting in this manner to other people in your life. But whatever way, when she turns up, she's a positive, happy gift to have for the month. And if we think of her as career or finances, in fact, if we look at your whole reading in the way of career or finances, it's generally fairly positive. You've got this just little bit of angst in here in the middle that, as I say, if you hold on too tightly to things or get really panicked about it, you're going to make it slow up even more, and you're going to stop that flow, that universal flow, from coming in. So if you're thinking, you know, I need payments to come in, or I'm looking for money coming in, set your intention out there to the universe and ask for it to come in. So don't sit there going, oh, it's never going to turn up, I know I'm not going to get this, because if you do that, that's exactly what you're sending the universe, the message for it to have happen. So your intention and your thought is very important for how you want the month to play out. But overall, you've had a really quite nice reading there, guys. Fairly strong reading for the month, but quite positive. So we'll have a quick look at the high vibrational energy card for you, which is going to be the Angels of Atlantis. And we'll see what pops out from here. So we'll just give them a shuffle a couple of times, and we might sort of spread it. And I think we're going to take this one here. You've got two actually. Zaphical, which is surrender. It's a little bit like I was saying, just surrender that need to be in control and to worry and to face anxiety. And the second one, Uriel, friendship. So they're both kind of base type chakra energies. They've got the red energy coming in, so it's about gaining your strength and making sure you control that base strength, and often that's where fear and anxiety come from. So it's a little bit about controlling that, and it's also about, it's quite often where our, you know, flashpoint energies are. So that sort of anger or fear or flight and fight mode energies come from. So it's about balancing them and keeping them in harmony and keeping them clear and spinning. So you may need some chakra balancing around that area too, or some sort of clearing to do with your base chakra, some sort of energy work on it, or thinking about anything that makes you feel agitated or worried. You might need to direct some meditation thought and see if you can solve any blocks that are in that area for you. A surrender to it, exactly, is a very good word. And the friendship is lovely. It sounds like you are getting a gift of some sort of friends coming in for April. And this can be a romantic friendship as well. It can also just be understanding that you do have friends in your life and that they do think of you. So call upon them and really engage in that beautiful gift of friendship, because I believe it's one of the most special that we have on the earth. So there you are, Capricorn, a lovely reading with your blue lace agate. I'll put some meanings for that underneath the video as well for you to have a look at. So have a wonderful April ahead, and I wish you the very best. Thank you for tuning in and subbing and liking and leaving your comments. I love it all. And if you want to pick up a reading with me, just follow the links. So guys, have a great April. Kia kaha and much aroha.